Thanks for joining, everybody. This is our fourth session in the Entytle Training webinar series. Like I said, this is the fourth event in the series and the final one of this training webinar series. And we're going to be covering the Entytle Mobile application. So if you don't already have the Entytle mobile app, it's available in both the Google Play Store as well as in the iOS store as well. You can search for either Entytle or IB360, and that's going to pull up the application that you can install on your smartphone. You can also scan either of the QR links, depending on what type of phone you have, on the left-hand side, and that will allow you then to link to the app and be able to download that. The app does use the same login that you have for your Entytle account on your desktop. So you'll use the same login. If you use SSO, you'll use the SSO login for the mobile application as well. If you don't use that, you'll just utilize your regular login. This works on both smartphones and on tablets as well. So if you want to use the Entytle on a tablet that you have for work, you can also access the app on the tablets as well. So I'll just give a moment here. If anybody doesn't have the app yet, you're able to scan these and then download the mobile app onto your device. And like I mentioned, you can also search for IB360 within the app stores, and then you're going to access the Entytle app as well. You'll see our logo, and that way you know it's the right app to download. All right, so with that, I'm going to move over just to talk quickly about what we're covering today here. So really the objective is to learn how to leverage the Entytle mobile application. All of the data that you're going to see in the Entytle mobile app is going to be the same data that you have in the desktop version. However, just the look, the feel, the functionality is a little bit different and more suited for a mobile application. So I want to just review a general overview of how to use the mobile app. What are some of the different use cases for the mobile app that might not be, the exact same as what you'd be using the desktop? And then generally just cover how to do different things inside of the mobile application that are, again, a little bit different than what you're going to be seeing in the desktop version as well. So with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here and switch over to our mobile app so that I can demo this actually with the Entytle mobile application. So just bear with me 1 second here as I switch over my screen to the mobile app. And that should be coming up in just a moment here. All right. So you should now be seeing the mobile application on my smartphone here. 1 second. All right. There we go. All right, so this is the Entytle mobile app, and this is what you'll be seeing once you log into the mobile application. I am using Acme Corporation, which is our fictitious water filtration company, for the demo here today. But of course, once you log in, you'll actually be seeing what your data in the Entytle mobile application here. So this brings you to a little bit different screen than what you're used to seeing on the desktop version, where it opens up right in the map view. And the reason this is that the mobile application supports a number of different use cases that, of course, can be done in the desktop version, but are more friendly and would be utilized by somebody who's traveling in the field. So our mobile application is often used by field sales reps. It's also used by service technicians as well. So these are folks who are traveling in the field. Now, this can be used, of course, as you're working on your desk, or if you want to pull up Entytle quickly in your mobile app as well. But as you see here on the map view, what you're able to do, say, for example, traveling to Austin, Texas here, where I'm located, you're able to go to your location and quickly see where there are locations around you. So this will show me, say for example, I'm traveling to Austin, Texas, and I want to see if there's other customers in the area that I could visit, or if I'm a service tech and I want to do kind of a courtesy visit to one of our locations, I can quickly see who are all of the customers within the area that I'm visiting. So this will allow you to then zoom in and see all of those customers. And you have the same type of features where you can actually click on one of the customer locations, and that will show you details about that location as well. You can also do things like switch between equipment and opportunities. So if I want to see this in an equipment view, again, I can go back out here and drill in to see all of the equipment counts around me at the various locations. I can also do things like look for opportunities nearby as well. So again, here, if I zoom in, I can see all of the customer locations that have opportunities as well and see a list of those customer opportunities. So this is very useful if you're trying to plan a visit to another city, or you're in another city, you have some downtime and you want to find some more customers to visit around you. Or say, for example, you're driving between cities, you can look and see everybody on your way who, might be a good candidate to call on because they haven't purchased for a while. Maybe they have a lot of equipment, or maybe there's significant opportunities for those locations. You're able to see all of that quickly and easily inside of the mobile application here as well. So in addition to just utilizing the map functionality, you're able to both filter and sort inside of the mobile application as well. So similar to what we did inside of the desktop app, there are the different filters that are in here. There's also the ability to save and apply those saved filters as well. So if you want to sort for different locations, maybe by like a city that you're going to be visiting, or you just want to focus on customers in your territory, you can add in those filters in here as well. And then that will update the install base. There's additional filters here like opportunities. If you want to search for customer opportunities near you, you can do things like that here as well. And then you can also filter by things like the predicted needs. So if you want to look for customers who should be buying specific parts or services, you can do those types of filtering here inside of the install base filters as well. So this doesn't have all of the filters that you would see inside of the desktop app. This is mainly tailored around different things that a user might do in the mobile application as they're traveling, as they're in an area. And that's why you see those types of filtering inside of here, not all the filtering power that you have inside of the desktop version. So if I jump back here, you can also do things like sorting the list view that you see. So if you want to be able to see customers based on when they last purchased something, you can see the customers with more of a latest purchase when they're last modified. You can do things like look for opportunities by different stages as well. So there's the ability to do different sorts of sorting and filtering in here, depending on how you want to view the customers. So if I go back to the equipment view, you can see things like customers with the oldest last transaction or the newest last transaction, and scroll up here and modify your list view on how you're actually seeing these customers. You can do the same thing in the equipment and the opportunities as well. And once you're in these different views, there's also then the different filtering as well. So what I was showing earlier was the opportunities tab filtering that can be done. In the location view, you have more similar filters to what you're seeing in the desktop version as well. So if you want to look by customers, equipment that they own, parts that they've purchased, you have all of that similar filtering functionality inside the mobile application here as well, and can leverage the ability to really sort and segment the customer base. So all these filters are applied in a similar type fashion of how you do those in the desktop app. where you can come in here and search for customers who, let's say, for example, own the Aquamate 10, the Aquamate 20. And then what that's going to do is apply. And now you're going to see all the customers within the area that you're zoomed into who own that equipment, and it will show you how many results that you have within the area that you're looking at. So this again can be useful, especially as traveling, if you want to see customers who own, particular equipment in that area, maybe haven't transacted for a while. You can apply that filtering and see who those customers are and where those customers are located. And then you can click on the dots here as well. And that's going to pull up a quick view of that customer here for you as well. So that's how you can use the locations, the equipment, and the opportunities, as well as the filtering and sorting. Inside the mobile app, we also have the search functionality. So I'm going to click up here at the top and search for a customer. So I can search here for Connect Communications, and that's going to pull up that account as well as those locations. And I'm going to go here now to Connect Communications account view. And what you're going to see here is a fairly similar view to what you see in the desktop as well. So it's going to show you, again, the related locations, open opportunity for this account, things like the annual average spend. You'll also have the different trend graphs in here and can click through the different ones. So if you want to see things like the equipment count by category, all you need to do is select on that and you're able to see those details here as well. There's the additional tabs in the mobile app as well. So if you want to go into equipment, opportunities, or select more here and go into parts to be able to see all of the historical transaction information, all of these tabs and data you'll be very familiar with, as it is the same information and details that you can find within the desktop version as well. So you still have the ability to search customers as well as research customers. So this can be very helpful if you're headed on site to a customer location and you want to get a quick overview of maybe what they've purchased, what equipment they own, if there's any additional opportunities that you should be talking to this customer about. So this allows you to have all this information when you're in the field and visiting a customer, so you can quickly reference the customer information. Similar to the desktop app, you can also go to individual locations. So I can see all of the locations for this account here. Again, where I can now select on one of these individual locations. And what that's going to do now is pull me into the location view. So similar, again, to what you're seeing in the desktop version, this is all the details about this individual location. So it'll break down in a similar format where you get the overview of the location along with all of the details here as well. And these will all just be related to this individual location. So one of the exciting features here in the mobile application, within the equipment view, you're actually able to make edits to the equipment. So say, for example, you're on site again with a customer and you found out that this equipment is no longer in service. Maybe they scrapped it or maybe they transferred it to another location. You're actually able to make those edits inside of the mobile application here. So I could come in here and say that this is scrapped. I could also, say that it's no longer in operation. So that allows me to make adjustments to the actual equipment data while I'm on site at one of my customer locations, so you can have the most up-to-date install base information. So I'll go ahead and exit out of here as well. The other thing that you'll see inside of the mobile platform is that you're able to look at things like the opportunities for a location. So if you want to go ahead and review opportunities, you can do that here as well. Again, just to maybe remind yourself of some potential leads to talk with that customer while you're on site and visiting them. There's a lot of features inside the mobile application. That is just kind of a quick overview of how you can really leverage the mobile platform, kind of some of the different features and functionality that we have in here as well. We're constantly making updates to the mobile application. So we're going to be releasing the ability to update opportunities inside of the mobile app as well. So you can make changes as you work with customers in the field. Currently, there's also the ability to add and update contacts in here as well. So say again, if you're on site with a customer or maybe speaking with a customer, you're able to quickly add in contact information and make updates to that as well. So if you want to add in a new contact for a location, you can simply navigate to it, hit the plus, and then add in a new contact. You can also add from existing contacts here as well. So that allows you to quickly update contact information for your customers. Again, something that's really handy as you're visiting customers in the field here as well. So those are the two areas that you can currently make updates inside of the mobile application. Like I mentioned, we will be releasing the ability to update opportunities here soon as well. In addition to just the features and functionality, we do have support inside the mobile app as well. So if you ever have questions, there is the ability to do the talk to us as well as navigate to the help center. Should you have any questions as you're using the Entytle Mobile application, we're available to support you as well. So that is what I wanted to show on the mobile app. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen and jump back to the presentation here quickly as we wrap things up. I did see a couple of questions come in, so I just wanted to address those as well. One question that was asked was, what do the colors on the map mean? Which is a great question, especially as you're out there in the field. The colors on the map indicate the propensity of that customer to buy. So that is one of the analytics that we run in the background, where we say, based on this customer's purchasing behavior, this customer is most likely to purchase from you. And that can be based on things like how regular that customer purchases, at what intervals that customer purchases. So if it's somebody whose purchases every couple of months and they're coming due, or maybe they purchase once annually, it will take those things into account and indicate that that's a likely customer to purchase by marking that customer as green. And then you have your red customers, who are customers who are least likely to make a purchase. So those are customers that might not have transacted for a few years, or maybe haven't transacted since the original equipment purchase. So those are really opportunities to engage customers who have drifted away. So again, that's the propensity to buy. Your green's going to be your highest, your yellow is your middle, and then your red is your least likely customers to make a purchase. I did have one more question come in, which was around, again, more of managing opportunities inside of the mobile app. Again, I addressed that a little bit already during the demo, but just want to reiterate that that is one of the features that we are going to be releasing in an upcoming edition of the mobile application. So that'll be coming soon, where you're able to actually make updates to the opportunities while you're traveling. But right now, just to recap, the contacts and the equipment are the areas that you can make edits currently. And of course, you can always navigate to the desktop version and make those updates as well. All right, that was all the questions I saw in the session. I'm just going to flip back here just in case anybody needs the QR code to access the mobile application. Again, just a reminder that you can go into either the Google Play Store or the App Store on iOS and search for IB360, and that is then going to pull up the mobile application that you can download and access all of this on your smartphone. I also just want to share one other link here. We are always looking for feedback. So as you start getting into the mobile application, if there's any additional features or functionality that you're looking for inside of the Entytle mobile app or inside of Entytle, please feel free to share those details with us as well. And we'll be sure to take that into account and gain more feedback from you if necessary. I did just see one more question come up regarding being able to make a call from the Entytle mobile application. So within the contacts, that's actually a link that you can click that'll then prompt an outgoing call as well. Same with the email address. So if you want to make a call from your smartphone, you can click on that contact inside of Entytle. You can then click on that phone number, and then that's going to prompt you if you want to make a call to that customer number. You can also click on the email, and then that's going to open up the email as well. So you can directly make calls and emails clicking on the information inside of Entytle. Again, just making it more efficient so that you can quickly reach out to the customers that you're trying to get a hold of. All right, so that was all the questions that we have now. So I just want to say thank you again for joining today's session. Hopefully that gives you a good overview of what you can do with the Entytle mobile application. And this also concludes our webinar series. If you have more sessions, any feedback, anything that would be helpful for future sessions, please feel free to email myself directly or support@entytle.com, and we'll be happy to take those into considerations for future sessions such as this. And thank you so much again for joining.